Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robin. Now recently I did a video about how to turn the food that you eat into muscle and not fat. Now the good news is it became very popular within a few hours, and obviously it's a hot, topic and lots of people are interested in it. And not just the guys, the ladies too. And I'll give you a link at the end of this video to that video. Now, one of the questions I got from a subscriber who posted in the comment section of YouTube was, hey, this video is awesome, but how can I get my muscles to look hard, full, and vascular? I'm lean, but I always look kind of soft and flat. Nothing pops like it does within, the fitness and the bodybuilding guys you see in the magazines, movies, and online. Now, before I start, please don't compare yourself to these guys. All right. Other than the fact that they have great genetics, they're also just taking lots of drugs and steroids and so forth. Besides, they only look this great, for a short time, for a photo shoot or movie. Again, it's only a short time and not, long lasting year round. So, and I mention all this because I don't want you to feel badly about yourself, right? That you're comparing yourself to these other people. A lot of times it's just about creating an illusion, which makes you look bigger and leaner than you really are. However, you can make major improvements, and that's what I'll discuss today. Proven tactics that I use with my private clients, including the celebrities and even myself. And you can do it all naturally, right? There's no drugs involved. Best of all, you can look good year round. So this is a great question because, growing up, I felt the same way, right? I wanted my muscles to basically pop out and look bigger, especially when I was at the beach or swimming. Of course, after a workout, my muscles always look better because, they're pumped up, but that only seems to last like an hour. However, there are some secrets or proven tactics to getting harder, fuller, vascular looking muscles, and that's what I'll be revealing. Now, take a look at these two pictures of myself. Now, these were taken with my iPhone first thing in the morning at the doctor's office when I went, for my yearly checkup. Now, yes, I have to admit it, and I took some selfies because honestly, I was bored sitting in the waiting room for the doctor to come for over half an hour. Now, there's no Photoshop here, no special lighting, no pumping up for the picture. There's no filters on my phone. And of course, my muscles look better when I was younger, considering I'm in my late 40s. However, because of my specific diet, the workout plan, and proper rest, I look like this year round, and so can you. So the first thing I want to note is that, I'm 6'3", but I only weigh 200 pounds. So I give the illusion of just looking bigger because I'm lean and under 10% body fat. So the first secret is that you have to get lean. Look, when you're lean, you have more muscle separation. You'll have more veins, and thus your muscles will pop more because they're not hiding under a layer of fat. Now, you may look smaller in clothes, but with your shirt off, you'll look bigger because you're leaner. Again, it's all about the illusion. So the first tip is get lean. Now, tip number 2 is to hydrate. Now, normally I'm fuller than these pictures and more vascular as the day progresses because I've had a lot more water, electrolytes, carbohydrates, food, and minerals in my body. Now, these pictures were taken again first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with very little water. So I was kind of flat rather than being full. Now, this is one problem with people who are always on a low carbohydrate diet, whether, it's a ketogenic or paleo diet or intermittent fasting. They look flat and depleted even when they're lean. Now, carbs help fill out your muscles because they hold 3 times their weight in water. So the secret number 2 is that you need to hydrate and fill up your muscles with a lot more water. Remember, your muscles are primarily made up of water and blood, and it's mainly just water. When your muscles are hydrated, you look fuller, bigger, and harder. Your blood volume will also be higher, and thus you'll have more vascularity as well. Assuming, again, you're lean and under 10% body fat. So make sure you have plenty of healthy carbs. Now, I eat mainly white rice because it's super easy to digest and the glucose fills out my muscles. I also have lots of water all day long. However, this is the important part. I put Himalayan or Celtic sea salt, in my water and on my food. Even though it's salt, it's not pure sodium and very different than the regular white table salt. These real salts, whether it's a sea or Himalayan or Celtic, have electrolytes and minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium. And thus they help absorb the water into your muscle cells and help fill them out, kind of like the way creatine does. This helps me hydrate, and that's the secret. My workouts are a lot better too. I'm stronger and I get much, much better pumps. Now, every time I tell people to drink more water, They always seem to complain and say, hey, the water runs right through me and I'm just peeing all day long. And yes, this is because there are no minerals, no electrolytes and salt to help absorb the water. Now, the other complaint I hear is that, the salt is going to make me retain water and increase my blood pressure. Now, regular, fake, bleached white table salt does that. The sodium in all those prepackaged foods you eat does that. It makes you retain water under the skin, which you don't want. It makes you look puffy and bloated and can also increase your blood pressure. However, real salt does the opposite. It retains the water in your muscles, not under your skin. Remember, your body is made up of primarily salt water, just as most of the planet is. When you're in the hospital and they've connected you to an IV bag, it's saline water, right? And that's salt water. Again, it's to better absorb the water in your cells and to keep you hydrated. Drinking water is important, but the salt is even more important as is having some carbohydrates. Now, moving on to tip number 3 is you want to improve insulin sensitivity. Now, the problem with having carbs is not higher blood sugar, but poor insulin sensitivity, which results in high blood sugar. In fact, the more muscle you have and the lower your body fat, the better your insulin sensitivity and the more carbs you can eat and the easier it is to gain muscle and lose fat. Now, specific types of workouts and improving your hormones will make big improvements in your insulin sensitivity, which I'll get to in a minute, so keep watching. Remember, also, the more salt and water you have will also help improve insulin sensitivity, so keep doing that. Better sleep has lots of benefits, including, again, better insulin sensitivity. Lastly, taking specific herbs and vitamins and minerals and amino acids can make dramatic improvements and work really fast at improving insulin sensitivity. Now, tip number 4 is the specific types of workouts. Now, how you exercise, what you do, how often, all can make a huge difference in how you look. First of all, you need to lift heavier weights to create more dense, harder looking muscles. Do sets for 6 to 8 repetitions to hit your fast twitch muscles, as well as higher reps like 10 to 15. Both are needed, but especially the 6 to 8 lower ones. Secondly, exercising too much, too often, too long causes stress hormones such as cortisol and aldosterone levels to go up, while also decreasing insulin sensitivity and also decreasing testosterone levels. The end result is not only will you start to lose muscle, but you'll also start to gain fat. But your muscles will be depleted looking. They'll be flat and stringy looking. This gives you that skinny fat look that nobody likes rather than that lean, hard look. So I suggest lifting weights for only about 45 minutes to no more than an hour, but only about 3 or 4 times weekly, or what I do is every other day. Then on your off days, go for a nice brisk walk outside if possible. It helps burn fat and also lowers your cortisol levels. And if you haven't noticed, the common denominator to all of this so far has been better hormones, which is tip number 5. Improve your hormones. Listen, because of my background as a doctor is in endocrinology, the study of hormones, this is an area I'm most passionate about. Listen, genetics aside, the way you look and feel is primarily based on your hormones. All right. This is in fact why steroids work so well, not only in building muscle and losing fat, but again, making you look harder, fuller, and more vascular. However, simply optimizing your own hormones naturally will go a long way in making improvements in how you look and feel and perform, assuming again, you exercise and eat well and so forth. This is how I do it because it's so much safer, it's healthier, it's easier to maintain, and that's really important, and you won't have any of the negative side effects such as hair loss and zits or man boobs or cholesterol or high blood pressure. This also means that for you, you need to have higher positive hormones such as testosterone and GH and growth hormone and IGF and DHEA, while minimizing negative hormones such as the estrogens, prolactin, cortisol, DHT, and so forth. Of course, you won't get the same results, positive results as steroids, but you will for sure look and feel so much better. And this is especially important if you're over the age of 30. This is why working out and rest are so important. They help balance hormones. Also, taking specific vitamins, herbs, and amino acids that optimize your hormones will also give you quicker and faster and easier results. Now, I don't have any more time in this video as it's already gotten longer, so I can't discuss all the details, but below this video in the description area, I put links to other videos and articles and supplements and so forth that will help you achieve your goals in improving your hormones, and so you can have bigger, fuller, harder, and leaner muscles. And make sure you visit the links below in the description area for proven ways of improving your hormones naturally so you can look and feel better. As always, thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.